Doug from Doug and Nikki. I'm here in the outdoor testing studio where in front of me is an amazingly cool 2000 watt portable power station from Gofort. So what we're gonna do really quick is unbox it so you can see what it looks like, see what kind of accessories it comes with. I'm gonna charge it up, and then I think we should test it out outdoors, right? That's where it belongs. So let's see what's inside the box. Ready for the big unveiling? Whoa, there we go. How cool is that? Look at that, we got 4 plugs right there on the back. You got a control panel, a 12 volt out, a whole bunch of different USBs, and check this out, in this little container on the top, it comes with 12 volt power charging cord and a standard 110. How cool is that? Only one thing left to do. I'm gonna plug it in, charge it up, let's take it out and see how it works. So here we are outside in the wilds of the backyard, where I thought this was a really good place to, number one, talk about some of the features, the attributes of this Gofort portable charging station, as well as really demonstrate one. So number one, a couple things you want to know is it has fast charging capacity. So you could go from 0 to 80% in just an hour. It only takes 2 hours to get this 2000 watt charger fully charged. As we discussed, there are 13 different options for power out, including 4 high output USB plugs. There's a couple different 12 volt options on the back here. There's the 120 options. Here on the screen, I think you can see that we're at 97% charge. It gives you all kinds of data about how much power you have out, how much power is going in. The system is completely compatible with solar panels, which is amazing because this should really be outside going camping and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do a super torch test here, and then tomorrow we're taking it fishing for the whole day, and we're gonna run cell phones, cameras, and most importantly, we're gonna bring a refrigerator along with us and make sure it can run the refrigerator the entire day. As we discussed, it's 2000 watts with an option under certain conditions. You can boost it up to 3000 in the short term. Here's the backyard test. We have some crazy giant inflatables for our pool here. And in order to get those inflatables blown up, you need a really powerful air pump. So I got a really cool, really powerful air pump. And then the problem is it won't run on regular portable power supplies. Like, it croaks them instantly over and over again. I've never been successful doing that, so I always have some giant extension cord coming here into the backyard. So this could be the very first one up to the job. So let's do that. Let's torture test it with a giant inflatable and a supercharged inflator. Let's do that. I think one of the other really cool things that we can do in terms of this test is we can see what our power is, we can see what the power output is, and we'll be able to see how much of it we use up blowing this up. So first off, let me introduce you to the super giant Intex fastest inflator there is. Because as giant as this thing seems, we have even bigger ones. So let me show you how this works. Let's see if it instantly croaks or how long we get to go with it. Let's put it on the most high output option. Okay, let's first flip the switch, make sure it works. Okay, that works. So I'm pretty sure you couldn't hear over the dog, but when we have the inflator on, it pulls about 200 watts, which I'm telling you has killed pretty much every remote power supply I've ever had. Clearly doesn't do a dent in this, and it's really cool. On the display you can see that it's calculating that it could run this for 8 hours straight. 8 hours. So let's do this. Let's just really test it. Let's blow this up, make sure it works, and then tomorrow we'll take it fishing. And okay, it is completely in line with what the computer read. We knocked off about 1% of its total power. I'm telling you, have never had success with this with anything, so this is amazing. So there's only one thing left to do. We're gonna go fishing tomorrow. I'll bring the camera along, show you what it's like, show you how it does with the refrigerator freezer for the full day, and all the other ancillary things we wanna run. And then we'll talk about it overall. And again, I'll give you that Doug score from 1 to 5, let you know what I thought about it. But I gotta tell you already, I'm way up here on this Doug score. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, it's pretty bright and hot out here today, but This is a phenomenal test that I'm doing, and I think it is exactly like the kind of thing that a system like this can bring to you. Yeah, how bougie is this? I'm sitting out here in the sun in Florida, ice cold. This is a non-adult beverages, but here in my refrigerator next to me are adult beverages, nice cold ones. There's food for lunch where we got a fire going and we're gonna cook some burgers. They're all frozen in there, and I have it all running off of this power. Additionally, of course, we have to have drones to play with. Actually, if any of you have used a drone to improve your fishing, let me know, because I hear that's a thing. Put that in the comments below. This is really great, and I think in addition to being able to spend a whole day out here with a refrigerator, with drones, cameras, all that kind of stuff, I think the other thing that's a really important lesson about this is safety-wise. So let me show you this. I know you can't see it from there, it's very glary out, but okay. With the refrigerator running and all the stuff that I've done for the last 2 days testing it, the inflatables and all that kind of stuff, this will run for another 33 hours supporting this refrigerator. This is this has a refrigerator and a freezer in it. So think about that. In like an emergency situation, if the power's out, something like that, and you want to be able to just for a day or two run a refrigerator as a backup, as a safety thing while the power's out, in addition to blowing up inflatables, playing with drones, you're charging all your phones, all that stuff's here. You're not gonna, this is ridiculously cool. And I really do think it's so important as a safety item, especially living here in Florida. It's so important. I think the other thing that I want to tell you is, it is not loud. There's not a ton of heat coming off of it. I mean, I see a fan, but I almost never hear it turn on. It is running this whole thing. It's been a couple hours out here. Probably would have done more than that. I probably should have done the math. I'll bet you it's more like 50 hours if you didn't include all the hours this morning. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this a full 5 out of 5 on the Doug score and say this is an absolute must-have. I hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time.